Hi Nuggets! So today I can finally show off my sketchbook. After 2 months of doodling away, I finally finished a sketchbook, which is really hard for me because I usually draw on loose pieces of paper, but I've had a goal in mind and I finished it and I'm proud, and I hope you enjoy my little sketchbook tour and what I've been working on. So I'm gonna stop babbling around and let's go get started. Alright, so this is my little sketchbook that I just finished. It took about 2 months of me just doodling away. There's just random stuff in here, but I just thought I'd share with you guys. So let's begin. So I pretty much, sorry I didn't mean to bump the camera, but yeah, this is just kind of like random stuff I did, random kind of surreal. I just draw everything and just put it on a page and just have fun with it. I really like doing like repetitive line work, little swirly lines. Wasn't really sure what was going on for here, but yeah. Here I try to do Baba Yaga and her little hut with the chicken legs based on a folklore, and just go along with it and add a couple things to fill the page. I like to play with writing and just to kind of experiment what I can do. Here I have like ballpoint. I used a ballpoint pen, but I kind of try to do a landscape. I started with a little bugmobile, so I just thought it would be on a road with these surreal hills in the background and some random gardening thing happening in this corner with a little turtle. Look at it, so cute. Oh, and here was like a page that I started and I never finished it because I didn't like this. And I want to continue. It's supposed to go all the way around this little tail, if you can see it here. So I just added a couple of receipts. I like to draw on receipts because I like the paper of it. So I just added that, cut out the receipts that I drew a picture on, just to kind of fill it up and not completely waste this page. And here's like another landscape thing that I did with like little mushrooms, because I love mushrooms and I love doing the repetitive line work. As you can see, that's kind of what I've been doing this entire time. I find it really soothing and relaxing to do it. Same with like putting words down, just kind of what I'm thinking, even though they don't make sense, like deathly drips and gory rips. I don't know, I just kind of do. And here's, I try to fill as much as possible, again with the drips, the same line work, lions, because I like to draw those. And different kind of ink pens that I use to add a little bit of color. This sketchbook wasn't I intentionally made the sketchbook not as colorful because that was not really the focus. It was more so just to get my hand moving and trying new things. Even though this is not really coming, so this is more like in my comfort zone. Typography is like out my comfort zone. Yeah, this is like in my comfort zone. This is out my comfort zone. So I try to do a little bit of realism just to get the hang of it. Do a little bit of a small anatomy study and kind of like how the hoofs work. I saw a picture of a horse in a hole, so like why not just do a horse in a hole? And that's what I kind of did. I drew. Same with here, I did like a little snack because I wanted to fill an entire page rather than leaving big spaces like here. I tried to cut this out just to add a shape to it. And some weird surreal thing with a knife and a mouse that's getting its tail chopped off. I like to be dark with my things, I don't know why. Here, because I got a tattoo apprenticeship, I know roses are quite common in tattoos, so I did try to attempt drawing a bunch of realistic roses. I'll put it closer here. And a variety of flowers, like these ones and the strawberry, just to kind of practice the shading, because I'm not really sure how to draw them yet or how to shade them. If anyone has good tips on how to do that with roses, I'd gladly appreciate it, because I feel I'm a little lost on that subject still. A couple animal studies that I did, nothing really to it. I kind of got lazy here with like lamb, weird deformed lamb, gorilla. This one's for my 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔡 marker review that I did, that I'll link in the video, but this is, yeah, I don't like it, so that's why I wrote that. I just thought I'd add like a spread in my sketchbook to fill it up. Here I wanted to study some architecture because I don't draw a lot of houses, so like I decided to draw a bunch of like from reference pictures that I have at home of different castles and different buildings, just to get the hang of it. I'll definitely probably focus on that more in my next sketchbook as well, is the typography, because I really want to push myself in terms of that, just to be able to draw more variety rather than just animals and weird people. Same again, you're practicing flowers, roses, lily pads. This, I have no idea what I did there. The perspective of that is completely skewed, but I don't know, weird tooth thing. It has teeth in it. It's a coffee grinder. I wasn't sure where I was going with that. Again, a kind of surreal idea is what I like to go. I like to be spontaneous when I draw. And here I have like a bunch of portraits that I have done. Well, not a bunch of portraits, 2 portrait heads just to practice because I don't like drawing people. A quick couple studies. Here I try to practice the markers that I had, the alcohol markers. They work on this paper and they unfortunately didn't work that well because they bled through. So I kind of stopped halfway. That's why you had the little swoosh here. Did a couple eyeballs because you can't go wrong with eyeballs. And because the page bled, I didn't really give a shit what this had, so I drew a penis rocket because I have the maturity of a 10-year-old. Yeah, magical rocket penis. Don't know why. And then, of course, complimentary is this awful, weird character thing I did based off no reference. So the proportions of it are completely skewed. Not intentionally. It was a mistake. This whole thing is a mistake. So, but that's how we learn. That's how we learn. Oh yeah, a little demon thing. I want to draw a little demon because, like, why not? I was inspired by all the broken limbs and like a bunch of haunted horror movies, so I decided to make him all distorted and weird. I think it'd be a cool tattoo, to be honest, to have someone like have this thing on them if they really want to. And then, of course, I did this weird wolf thing with my little hand study. Sniff, sniff. And over here we have weird baby giraffe that looks somewhat demonic. And then some weird landscape thing with a dragon in the water and very pointy, not rocks, but nothing really. I don't know what this is. And there's a little girl I did. I tried to do more portraits just to practice faces. I tried to challenge myself because this was looking downward on the girl's face rather than straight on. So I really had to kind of really figure out how to do that. I don't think I failed completely, but it's not as good as I wanted. And obviously her hair turns into these lilies that hummingbirds drink out of. So I wanted like a united piece in my sketchbook. There's another thing I did on a piece of paper. Decided to stick it in there to add some more white. Some random jackrabbit. Here's a half-assed attempt on a tiger that I decided to do, but I kind of gave up halfway because I wasn't having fun with it. And I had more fun with the actual lettering of this because I love black letter writing. I think it's so beautiful, like black letter writing. I love all fonts. And here we have weird hot dog river thing. So this is a weird wolf that is also a cooked chicken that has little baby chickens that also came out of this hot dog thing. This is hot dogs, and they go in here, and then the hot dog comes out there, and because it's smoking hot, it rains into this weird funnel thing, which has a faucet, and it makes this little river. See, cycle of life? That's what I thought. No, I just came up with that, but I just kind of draw as I went with this. I started with this weird deer thing that has like chicken legs, because I messed up the legs, so I tried to cover it with chicken legs. You know, spontaneous. And over here, some random tattoo thing idea. I don't really like it, but try to like play with ink pens and ballpoint pens together to kind of practice the shading. And some random key. And not a dragon, I'm not a lion head, but not a cat head either. This is a mysterious species that I still have no idea what this thing is. And sausage, more sausage, because lately I've been just trying to draw sausage. Let's go sausage ride with a wiener dog and riding a sausage. And there we have a bunch of line work, and there's guys buying a lollipop that will give him a will to live. This is what it says on there, will to live. And this is let them sell their souls. Weird vintage cash register, because I just wanted to do a vintage cash register with these little patterns on it. And a weird girl sniffing something that I still don't know what she's sniffing, but I just really wanted to do someone with this expression, so I did. Oh, and a fat mouse that is a balloon. Don't know why, I just wanted a fat mouse that is a balloon in my sketchbook. And I messed up here, so I decided to turn it black and make it into drips because I didn't want to look at my failure. And here we have a random elephant blowing a ball of fire that's about to smack him in the face, and he's probably getting a fucking concussion. Sweet. And over here we have fish and chips inspired landscape. So I wanted to do a little fishy and some chips over here. And some utensils, salt and pepper, and a weird sneaky sun. Don't know why I was going with that, but I guess I've been craving fish and chips, so that's might be why I actually drew this. I started honestly with the trees, and then I added the later elements. And over here, this is kind of random. I wasn't sure what I did there. But here I try to do a quick study of a dog skeleton just to see how he looks underneath. I'll probably do more of those in my next future sketchbook just to push myself and really focus on anatomy. Here was a piece that I tried doing that I want on my chest eventually, but obviously I want to get better and I want someone else to do it that's way better than this, because I don't really like how it turned out. It's just the kind of the way I want to go with my future tattoo. Also good practice for as a tattoo apprenticeship. And here I decided to do some weird graffiti-ish lettering. Not sure what the plan was here, but just had fun with it. And that's the end with my little demon doggo. So I hope you enjoyed my little sketchbook shenanigans for this month. If you'd like to see more, stay tuned or subscribe, because I'm definitely going to post another sketchbook tour probably in a month or two once I finish another sketchbook. So if you like this one, stick around and maybe you'll probably see more. Anyway, you have a great day, Nuggets. Bye.